Oh. Hello. I have taken over Michael's castle in his absence. He's gone, man. Gone. Yeah. I kind of sent my robot squad on him. This is what happens when you don't do live streams for like 4 months. Your castle gets taken over, Mike. Anyway, I guess I'm your new host. You're not welcome in this castle. I'm just joking, you are. Tonight, we're going to review episode 8 of the reboot of Harmony. It's a shame the creator isn't here, but you're stuck with me. Hope you enjoy the ride. Hey guys,
I should probably how am I sounding? Did you guys get any of the music? Let me know because did I get attacked by Sonic? No, I did not. Where have I been? Let's see. I'm using my new soundboard, so like yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I'm using my new soundboard and I wanted to know, how did the sound come in? Did you guys get the music? Um yeah, so trying out the new soundboard. Did my voice actually change? Oh, I guess not. Oh, screeching. Hey, no good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tweak that a little bit more. Yeah, awesome. Well, that was the big thing, my voice changing. I know it's been like 4 months since I've actually like done a live stream. So Solar wants to know where I've been. I've just been very busy. Seriously, that's about the bulk of it. I've just been super busy with work and working on the new episodes and the reboots. So yeah, it's summer. Summer, I'm pretty busy typically. So I'm gonna have to. Well, since the music didn't come through, I'll have to put that on Bluetooth speaker. Then I tried to go through the soundboard. I haven't figured it all out yet. So this was just kind of like a rough test for everything. I figured if I'm going to test it, I'd rather do it during a reboot episode. Um, Solar wants her. Wait, if I'm gonna read Solar, I gotta do Solar's voice. I'm giving Solar an. I wrote my dang episode previews. Bite your ankles. This is gonna be your voice, Solaria. She hates me. She's joking. All right. Well, we do we do have an episode to review. Episode 8 of the reboot. I don't know how many people are actually. Well, I got one. It's Solar. I know Plush was here. Well, thank you for giving me the feedback on if I was getting the sound through that soundboard. I could hear the music through my headphones, but I wasn't sure if it was playing a bullying stream. All right. Ace says, Michael, we got to seriously play more games like Sinister Squidward last time. That was mad fun. Um, I also got a new phone number. So that's probably another reason why I haven't been on Discord. I still have to, I still have to download it. It hasn't been a month. No, I was on like probably 3 weeks ago, maybe. Oh my God! I finally won a bet with Elijah. Oh my God! Apparently, August 2nd is going to be a month. Yeah, we're going to have fun with this soundboard. We are. All right, so I do have an update though for you, sir. I'm probably like 75% of the way done with the next episode, which would be 100. Yeah. So Solar's asking, why am I friends with you? Oh yeah. I don't have previews until I get Discord back. Well, I could go on Discord after this live stream. she wants she wants her previews on her desk by morning. Oh man. All right, so I'll give you guys a quick update before we get into the episode. Plush says, I've got an entire Santa Claus list of games I gotta play. I bet you'd be confused by half of them, laughing my ass off. Yeah. So, give you guys a quick update. Episode 99, which is the next new episode, that is still scheduled to come out for August 30th, Friday at 7 p.m. August 30th. I think it's like 32 days away. So we're still gonna have the episode come out that day. Like I said, episode 100 is probably 2/3 to 3/4 of the way done, and obviously we still have to voice that episode and stuff. Episode 9 of the reboot is probably I would say 65-70% of the way done as well. Yep. So Solaria says episode 99 is 1 month and 3 days away. So yeah. We're underneath 35 days, so that's good. We're at like 33 days, 32 days, 34, something like that. Let's see. That's pretty much everything I've got to say as far as an update goes. Yeah, I'm trying out this new soundboard. I haven't been able to use it. I think Solaria is the only one who's actually heard me use it prior to this live stream. So it's definitely interesting. Oh, Solaria wants her episode 100 preview. Solaria is the only person who has actually seen episode 99 in its entirety. She's the only one who's seen episode 99. So ask her what she thought of the episode. Just don't spoil nothing. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the reboot of Harmony and Chaos episode 8. Episode is basically about the Grand Galloping Gala. So the episode starts at Twilight's Castle. All of the main 6 are saying goodbye to this, their male counterparts, because they're going off to Canterlot a day early not a day early, but a couple of hours earlier than the boys, because when the morning of the gala hits, they're going to go ahead and get makeovers and whatnot. So the girls, when they get to Canterlot, are planning a dinner and having a night out on the town. So Twilight is going to wind up leaving Spike in charge of the castle and pretty much the boys, and making sure the boys stay on track. And basically Spike is there to help Cream and Rouge. So we start the episode after the characters all say their goodbyes. The main 6 and Starlight, they fly off. And then we're just left with the girls talking in the chariot. During this opening scene for the chariot ride to Canterlot, it comes out that Rarity had kissed Silver. Some of the main 6 are pretty shocked by it. Basically, the scene is Rarity feels really bad for kissing Silver, and essentially, I don't necessarily want to say, well, it's cheating. Yeah, she definitely cheated on Spike. It's not full-fledged cheating, but a kiss is a kiss. So the girls pretty much all weigh in their opinions. Twilight, her big focus of this entire discussion is trying to convince Rarity to be the one that tells Spike. But as we saw in the prior reboot episode, in episode 7, Cream had witnessed the kiss between Silver and Rarity. She doesn't know what exactly she's going to do with all this information. She doesn't want to betray 2 friends. Obviously, she's friends with Spike, but Rarity has taken her in, her and Cheese, so she doesn't really, and has given her a job. So she really doesn't want to betray Rarity either. We'll get into that a little bit more as this podcast goes on, because Cream has a scene with Spike later on. But as this opening scene continues, Twilight convinces Rarity to come clean. Both Rainbow Dash and Twilight assure Rarity that Spike's not going to break up with her, that he didn't wait 6 years to get into a relationship just to end it. So the scene progresses a little further, and basically the girls are just talking about like where they're basically what they're going to do for fun when they get to Canterlot. After that, we go into the opening credits. We come out of there, and we come to find out that the Mobians, are having their own little party at Twilight's castle. Spike has left for the evening. I shouldn't say he left for the entirety of the evening. He felt like the Mobians were getting a little out of control, so he decides to leave the castle. And really, he left to go check on Cream, to see if Cream needed any extra help with any last minute details. Cream says she's fine. She's just basically chilling, whatever. So at the castle, we start this scene off with Shadow and Rouge down in Twilight's wine cellar. Basically, the Mobians want to have a little celebration. So as they're downstairs looking for bottles of wine at Twilight's bottles of wine, Shadow comes across a locked box, a box that's locked. And it has a bottle of Dom Ponion in it. So Shadow, thinking, okay, this bottle is locked in a protective case. It must be really delicious and expensive. So I'm going to break into it and drink it. So he breaks into Twilight's lockbox, and Rouge tries to kind of like talk him out of it a little bit, like, hey, she saves this stuff for special occasions. Maybe we shouldn't break into this. Shadow's just like, oh, come on, she's away, so this is Twilight's away, so this is a special occasion. Solaria says, I will get the fake Shadow. Shadow, don't do it. Philia does says, Shadow's stupid. My brother is stupid. Yeah, so Rouge telling Shadow, she saves that for special occasions. You shouldn't be drinking that. And Shadow goes, well, Twilight's gone, so this is a special occasion. Back in the days when Shadow tried to torment poor Twilight. Well, and remember, Shadow doesn't dislike Twilight during this time, but him and Twilight are on rocky ground right now because she's forcing him to do the sensitivity training with the Cutie Mark Crusaders. He's not happy about it. So that's basically why Shadow's like rebelling against Twilight. As the scene progresses, Shadow obviously broke the protective case that Twilight's Dom Ponion is on. It was locked in. And you'll see in episode 9 the importance of that bottle and why Shadow shouldn't have did what he did. Why am I getting such a bad... Sorry, guys. I'm getting like really bad reverb in these headphones. It's bad. Philia says, Dear Diary, today I'm going to have to fight my brother. Clearly I'll win. Actually, you know what? You're going to actually really like episode 100 and that whole scene where Philia goes to the castle for the first time. Yeah, it's really good. You're going to like it. I did both your characters justice. It's already, that episode 100 is already like 160 slides. I want my previews, Michael. I want my previews, sir. Oh, wait. I get exclusive previews because of my lesbians. I'm having too much fun with this voice. I sound like Dashy. Wow. What is wrong with you? I don't know. I'm a little silly today. Yeah, like I said, I bought this freaking voice changer and have fun. I don't know what these live streams make you guys laugh, but all right. Anyway, so continuing on, um, they take the bottle upstairs, and Sonic's like, "Nah, I want nothing to do with this, guys. You guys are on your own." And Rouge convinces Sonic to do it. Like, "Oh, come on, lover boy, we're only having one drink, and besides, don't you want to toast to Rainbow Dash and all that other stuff?" And Sonic's like, "All right." So they start drinking and celebrating. Sonic does a toast, pretty much wishing well to all of his friends as they start their new adventure in Equestria. Um, I'm trying to remember how everything goes. So they, they continue on with their celebration, and as the celebration continues, um, we go to where Spike and Cream are. Spike goes to Rarity's boutique to check on Cream, see if she needs help. Cream says, "No, I'm pretty much done with everything." But yeah. And Spike tells Cream, "Well, I'm kind of bored at the castle. The boys are, the Mobians are kind of having their little party, and it's a little crazy for me, but I wanted to come and check on you." Cream then offers Spike to go out for some ice cream. And Spike says yes, kind of reluctantly, because he doesn't want Cream to think it's a date per se. And Cream has to reassure him, "No, it's not a date, silly." She goes, "It's my treat. I know you like ice cream, so I'll take you out for some ice cream. So you didn't come over here for nothing." So they so they wind up going out for ice cream. Trying to think what scene is after that. I feel like I'm leaving something out. Well, they go out for their ice cream, and then we go back to Canterlot, where the girls are actually having their dinner. In this scene, nothing major really happens. Basically, the girls are talking about Pinkie Pie asked Starlight like about her days on Mobius. She basically tells the girls how she met Shadow and how they came to be in a relationship. Let's see. I'm trying to cut this. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I can't. The ringing in my ears from these headphones. I don't know. It's weird. So as that scene progresses, like I said, Starlight gives her backstory to the girls about her and Shadow. After that, they kind of talk about what they're looking forward to about the gala, and they're trying to like poke at Twilight as to why they're getting the royal treatment. Twilight has to reassure them, "Look, there's really nothing to it. It's kind of Princess Celestia's way of thanking us for protecting Equestria." What she doesn't tell them is that it is actually for that they're the guest of honor. So that's why they're getting the royal treatment. Oh, ew, backstory, stinky backstory. Ophelia also says, "Yes, Spike W. Let's go, Flamethrower 2.0. You're a good man, Spike, good man." Yeah, the girls get special treatment, Ophelia. I don't know, maybe you will. Maybe you will. Maybe. I'm to me, you're a roach, Ophelia. A lovable roach, but a roach nonetheless. You've already pissed me off in episode 100. Just wait till you see what you do. Ugh. You fans are not ready for Philia. I'm telling you right now, you're not. Especially episode 100. You guys are really not ready for Philia. Not at all. Levi, I saw that you were in the chat earlier. Hi, what's up, my man? Let's see. So basically, as the girls are eating dinner, they're basically talking about Starlight, whatever. And Twilight again is basically guaranteeing it's going to be the best gala they've ever had. Really, in the first couple of scenes, I'm just kind of painting the picture that this, Twilight thinks it's going to be this perfect gala, but it's really not. So I'm kind of like painting the foreshadowing of what is going to happen with this gala. After that, we go back to Spike and Cream. And I want to go back to Spike and Cream because now they're actually at the ice cream parlor. They're eating their ice cream. They're sitting on like the curb or like right on the edge of the street where a curb would be. So they're sitting there chilling, just eating ice cream. And Cream winds up telling Spike, look, I'm sorry. She basically tells Spike why she was upset a couple of days prior. And she says, I have something that I saw that upset me. She goes, and you saw how upset I was over it. She goes, but I don't want to lose you as a friend or lose Rarity as a friend if I come clean about what I saw. And then she basically gives in and says, I can't keep it a secret anymore. I have to tell you, Spike. Spike was pretty much degrading himself. Like, look, I don't want to know anything about Rarity because I already feel like I was not good enough for her to begin with. And if you tell me, like, Spike was telling her, like, if you're going to tell me she was cheating on me or something, I can't handle it. And that's like his biggest fear. So Cream, of course, can't handle seeing Spike degrade himself. So she tells Spike that she saw Rarity and Silver kiss. This, of course, upsets and angers Spike to the point where he throws his ice cream into the street and he tells Cream, look, I gotta walk you home. And Cream is more worried about like Spike being upset with her, which he's not. Spike is not upset with Cream in this moment, but he tells Cream, look, I'm gonna walk you home. I gotta go blow off some steam. And we'll see how Spike blows off steam in the next scene. Anyway, we got some chatting going on here. Other than Solaria, we got some other chatting. Oh my, I went a little too fast. Oh God. Why does it go up so much? Okay. Felia says, Spike treating Cream nice. We stand. Let's go, Spike. You're doing better than my brother and my best friend. Let's go, buddy. Levi says, I'm getting over being sick. I lost my voice in the process. As to being so sick, I got a COVID test. Well, that's good to hear. Felia says, Cream, I'm proud of you, sweetie. Good for you being honest or being honest. Felia also says, hey, Shadow, Sonic, protect your balls, boy. You're doomed. You'll have to see when I share it. No. So the next scene, we go back to Twilight's castle, and then we go back to the boys, the Mobian boys and Rouge, having their little shindig. In this scene, Sonic and Manic are having a very nice brotherly moment, which I will get into. They have a really nice brotherly moment. And for those two, seeing how they started here in Harmony and Chaos, there was definitely a lot of tension between Manic and Sonic, mainly because Manic's life choices of being like a gangbanger / thief and stealing from everybody. Manic swears to Sonic that he's going to change and that he's focusing more on Pinkie Pie versus his past. And that Pinkie Pie has given him new hope. As Sonic and Manic continue to have their brotherly moment, Spike walks back into the castle. And we kind of hear the door slam shut behind him. Silver is doing he's kind of just chilling, doing a Rubik's Cube. We can thank Walker, Rekla 15, aka Walker. We can thank him for the art. between Silver and Spike. It was excellent job. He gave me probably a good 15 to 16 pieces of art for that sequence alone. Yeah, he did an amazing job with it. I was able to sequence it into a punch, so it was good stuff. So Spike comes in, and Rouge offers Spike a glass of the bubbly. And Spike's like, "Nah, I'm not really in the mood right now. Hey, Silver, come over here, buddy. There's something I want to talk to you about." Silver's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure. I'll come over and talk, Spike." So Solaria says, "I died during episode 8. Why? What killed you?" Ophelia says, "Spike's about to kill a man." So Silver, not really sensing anything is wrong yet, decides to go over, and he's like, "Oh yeah, hey, what's up, Spike?" He's like, "No, no, no, no. Can you kind of get down? Can you kind of get down to my level? I have to tell you something a little personal." Uh, so at this point, Silver gets down on his knee to kind of get closer down to Spike's face level. And at this point, everybody in the castle now is watching this going on between. I'll have to read Levi's. I'll have to read Levi's here in a minute. So everybody in the castle, all the Mobians, are basically watching this interaction between Spike and Silver. So all of a sudden, as Silver kind of gets down, he kind of sees Spike's facial expressions change. And then you get the little, Metal Gear Solid sound, the brrr, and no sooner did Silver realize Spike was actually pretty pissed, Silver winds up and clocks Silver right in the side of the face, I would say right around here, because Silver would wind up getting a black eye from it. Everybody in the castle, all the Mobians, are stunned. Like, what the hell? Like, why did Spike just punch Silver? And Spike threatens Silver and says, "If you ever go anywhere near Rary, let alone kiss her, you'll see what kind of fire this dragon plays with." Silver tries to apologize, and Spike's just not having it. He's like, "Nah, bro, you ever come near Rarity again, I'm going to set your ass on fire." Basically is what he said. In a nutshell. Ophelia is like, "Yeah, Spike, I'm proud of you, buddy. Let's go." I got to read Levi's comment here. All right, hold on. Now, this is something that's going to really upset me. All right. First of all, I want Michael to have a cursed Discord. All right. That's how I operate. I operate with Michael's life being in Discord. I'm the guy that's going to torment this man, not you, Solaria. Anyway, Levi McClellan says, "Also, Michael, your Discord server is no longer cursed or cringe. It's just normal. Another server I'm in is far worse than whatever Solaria is doing or will do." That sounds like a challenge there, Solar. I'll let you handle that one. I don't know what I'm going to do about that guy. That guy is going to be the death of me. I need names for some of these characters that I'm coming up with. Oh, man. So, and of course, here's Solaria's reply. "You want to go, buddy? You want to go? I'm the princess of the castle and running hell." I'm going to torment. This is my revenge torture on you, Solar. Me doing that voice. You torture me on Discord, I'm going to torture you on the live streams. Oh, man. I told you we're going to have fun with this. Oh, man. I am the princess of hell. I am the Charlie Morningstar ever. I think she meant to say, I'm the best Charlie Morningstar ever. I am the angel dust simp. Let's be honest. I agree. I am an angel dust simp. Okay. So continuing on, after Spike storms away, Sonic wants to know, like, bro. Solaria's like, you'd want to be Husk in a heartbeat. Yeah, I probably would. So after Spike storms upstairs, Sonic wants to know, like, hey man, why the hell would you hit on Rarity? Like, I thought you were interested in Twilight. Like, why did you all of a sudden jump ship to Rarity? And Silver tells him, look, Sonic, it's none of your business why I jumped ship. Mainly because it just doesn't seem like Twilight's that interested in me. And with Rarity, everything's kind of easy and she's pretty. So what was I supposed to do? There was tension, so I went for it. Rouge then tells Silver, well, you better give it a second thought, hun, because if you do that again, Spike's going to turn you into his next barbecue, which is the truth. Spike's not playing around. And as we see throughout the rest of the series, this is what kind of leads to that tension between Silver and Spike throughout the series. I don't ever think the tension between those two ever really goes away because of this moment. So after the drama kind of settles down, we go to the next day and the girls are all getting their makeovers. And really the whole basis of what the girls are trying to do is they're trying to make Rainbow Dash feel special after she went through that heartbreak with Soren. They know that she's going to the gala with Sonic as her date. So they know this is kind of a big night for Rainbow Dash, and Rarity really wanted to make sure Rainbow Dash was pretty and felt special. Ophelia is going crazy. Ophelia says, before me, Rarity was the one with Riz. Now I'm the almighty Riz Mobian. Yeah, my platonic wife better be feeling special. Let's go, Dashy Rashy. Let's go, Queen Bee. Thanks, Feels. So, Rainbow Dash, once she gets to see like how pretty she's going to look, they're basically getting their mains done and their makeup. So Rainbow Dash starts to cry once she sees how pretty she looks with all this makeup on. And they put her tiara in with her braid or whatever. So she's very taken aback by how pretty she looks. That scene continues on. Pretty much all the girls are just talking about the gala. Next scene, we go to Canterlot Castle, where we're only like 2 hours. We kind of skip ahead in time. We are at the castle, and Tails and Amy are starting to see people arrive for the gala from their room. They're looking out the window, and they're starting to see guests arrive. They're also getting the last of their dress clothes on as well. Amy, Tails tries to start the conversation off kind of a little bit more lighthearted, where he's telling Amy he's really excited to reunite with everybody from Mobius during the gala. He's really excited to see everybody and reunite. Amy kind of concurs, and then she kind of throws the Sonic jab out there. And she tells Tails, look, I'm basically going to do whatever it needs to be that I have to do to get Sonic back. I'll do whatever it takes. And Tails tries to tell her, look, maybe that's one of the reasons why Sonic broke up with you, is because you were always so controlling over him. And maybe that's what kind of chased him off. So maybe you should just kind of let whatever happens and not try so hard. Tails also lets it slip that Sonic has met a new girl, Rainbow Dash. And she tells Tails, well, I hope this Rainbow Dash is ready for competition, because if she thinks I'm just going to step aside and let her take my Sonic, my Hedgehog away from me, then she's got another thing coming. Princess Celestia, let's see what else happens here. In the next scene, basically the girls are arriving from their makeovers and just having like a girls' day. So then their chariot arrives. Lion God says, hey, Michael, just dropped in to say hi. I'm about to go to bed. Well, thanks for dropping in, Lion God. Good night. Sleep tight, man. Thanks for stopping by. Ophelia tells Amy, Ophelia says, Amy, just back down. Dashy's so much better. I'm not even in this. That girl's not even in my league. What are you talking about, Ophelia? Like, no. I'm not even so much better. The girl's not even in my league. Ophelia, great. Who let Tails in? Ophelia says, she can't be girly. Hell no. She's not in the same grouping as me. Thanks, Feels. I'm enjoying the chaos in this episode. I really like the tension here. This is definitely my influence. Definitely. Get that guy. Anyway, Ophelia says, Dashy, you're my platonic wife for a reason. I know. Just wait till you see episode 100. I think you're going to like it, though. We'll look at it as soon as I get off here. Let's see. Levi says it has been sent. Oh boy. I'm afraid to log on to my Discord. The only way I can get onto Discord is my computer right now. Like I said, I had to get a new phone. So, yeah. My other one took a dump. So I got a new number and everything. So I have to re-download all my apps and stuff. So that's why I haven't really been on Discord, because it's not on my phone yet. Solaria, Asphelia, if we don't kiss, Dashy, I'm suing. Joking. Well, I don't think it goes that far, but you'll just have to see for yourself. Anywho, so the girl's chariot pulls up. We see that Soren is already there with Blaze, and he's now in a full-fledged wheelchair because he can no longer walk, and he's really starting to lose mobility on all of his muscles as his tendons continue to weaken. His tendons are weakening, as are his ligaments. So now he can no longer really walk or fly or do any of those things. So now Blaze is kind of wheeling him around in a wheelchair. Levi also says on the other server, people were freaking out because of it. Just a heads up. Oh, God. What did you put in there, Levi? I should be worried. Anyway, God. I'm worried now to go on there. Anyway, Solaria says it's not bad. Thank you. Anyway, so the girls arrive, and Tails and Amy are still watching from the window, and they're announced with a fanfare, bah, 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 and the guards all get out, open the doors, and then the main six and Starlight start to come out of this chariot. This is when Tails and Amy, I think, finally see Rainbow Dash, and this is when Amy realizes that she's in big trouble. Once she sees what Rainbow Dash looks like, and she's like, oh, that's Rainbow Dash. Oh. Tails is excited to see Starlight, mainly because of knowing Starlight when she went to Mobius. So he's really excited to see Starlight again. As that scene progresses, Applejack tells Rainbow Dash, "Hey, Rainbow Dash, Soren's checking you out." And Rainbow Dash is prompted to go walk over to Soren. Now, if you remember in the reboot, the 7th episode of the reboot, Commander Spitfire handed Soren a letter to give to Rainbow Dash. And I'll get into what that letter says here in a minute. So remember from episode 7 that Commander Spitfire gave Soren a letter to give to Rainbow Dash. So that's coming up right here. So Soren basically simps over Rainbow Dash a little bit. He's like, "Oh, you look beautiful. I've never seen you so happy." And Rainbow Dash kind of like lets it slide, like, "Well, sorry, Soren. I kind of have a boyfriend." And that's when Soren's like, "Yeah, I could tell." It's like, "Hey, basically, I wish you well. Good luck with your relationship, whatever." He's like, "But I did have something I had to give you from Commander Spitfire." And he hands Rainbow Dash this envelope, and Rainbow Dash is like, "Okay." Soren tells her it's from Commander Spitfire. She opens it, and Rainbow Dash is like immediately blown away by what the letter says. Basically, it tells Rainbow Dash, or requests Rainbow Dash to come back to the Wonderbolts and to teach Soren's classes for the rest of the semester for the new recruits. Rainbow Dash doesn't give Soren a straight up answer because of her relationship with Sonic. The job, as we would come to find out, the job pays very well. The issue is that Rainbow Dash is only going to pretty much be able to see Sonic on weekends for like 3 months straight. And Rainbow Dash tells Soren, "Look, I need to think about this. Like, this affects my relationship with Sonic, so I kind of have to think about it and run it by him and see what he thinks." Also, during this conversation, Rainbow Dash tries to get out of Soren like why he's in a wheelchair. Where versus the last time she saw him, he was kind of just hobbling. He doesn't tell Rainbow Dash yet why he's in that wheelchair. He kind of just makes something up like, "Oh yeah, I'm all right. I wound up having to have surgery on that problem I was having. Nah, not a big deal. It's not really a big deal." Soren's just trying to play off this last hurrah with Rainbow Dash. He's just trying to play it off so he can just see her one last time before saying goodbye in his way. So as that scene continues on, the girls are just kind of chilling outside, whatever. At this point, Princess Celestia goes up to the room and tells Tails and Amy, "Hey, we're getting ready to start soon. You guys might want to start getting ready to make your way down to the grand staircase." So after that, then the boys arrive. All the Mobians. I'm not going to get into in-depth detail other than the important stuff here. When Rouge gets out of the flying chariot, she immediately goes over to Twilight and says, "Hey, when we get the chance, we need to talk." And it's about Silver. And then Twilight's just kind of like, "Yeah, he has like a black eye. Like, what happened?" That's when Rouge tells Twilight, "Yeah, that we'll have to talk about that later, Twilight, when we get a chance." After the boys kind of meet up with the girls, they start making their way toward the entrance of the castle. I'm trying to think. The other important thing here is when Rarity confronts or not Rarity. Rarity goes over to Spike to tell him about what happened, and Spike kind of like cuts her off and says, "Look, if you're gonna talk to me about you and Silver kissing, I already know about it." And Rarity is taken aback and is like, "Well, how did you know? You weren't there. Like, how did you know, darling?" Spike says, "Look, it's because I saw it with my own eyes." Um, so Rarity's kind of taken aback that Spike saw this kiss when she was kind of like, "Well, Spike was never there. How the heck did he see this kiss? What, did he walk by the window and see it or something?" So Rarity and Spike kind of have like a peaceful moment there where Spike forgives her in that moment, mainly too because Spike wants to put up like a brave front and kind of show like he's not bothered by what has happened. So after this, we start making our way into the castle for the gala. And this is where things start to get a little bit more on the interesting side, because as they enter the castle, they're greeted by the greeter of Canterlot Castle. And this is when he tells the girls that they are being honored as the guests of honor for the gala. The girls are all shocked by it. The greeter also tells them that they're going to have a special, a special introduction. They all need to like line up, and then they're going to be introduced. There's a little bit of line shuffling going on here. Cream insists that Spike takes her place with Rarity because Spike is Rarity's boyfriend. The next really important part out of all of this is when they start making their entrances. Rouge and Cream get their own little entrance, mainly because obviously they're not part of the Harnessers of Harmony. They're not part of that team per se, and they're not really shipped with anyone. So Princess Celestia introduces Amy, Tails, Rouge, and Cream, and she invites them up to the stairs. So once this scene gets going, they start to do their processional, where every element of Harmony gets introduced with their date. The really big one is when we get to Rainbow Dash and Sonic, because then we start to see that Amy is really starting to get annoyed and upset that Sonic is with Rainbow Dash. And her and Rouge have an interesting conversation where Rouge is kind of rubbing it in at this point on Amy, like, well, how does it feel to see both your ex-boyfriends with ponies? Amy doesn't really give two craps about Shadow. It's more so Sonic. So after all the characters make their introductions into the Grand Galloping Gala, we go into Twilight's speech about the team. It's a very good tribute speech from Twilight, discussing about how she met the girls and how they became a team. And Ophelia, Twilight speech moment. Ophelia also wants petition for Rouge and Twi to kiss. Oh God. Ophelia grabs grabs her boxing gloves and my boots. So Twilight gives her speech. It's basically just a sum up of how she met the girls and how they're a family more so than just friends, and how like every one of their elements together make friendship magic. Let's see. Moving on from there. After Twilight gives her speech, pretty much the Grand Galloping Gala starts, and things really start to get interesting now once the gala starts, because now everybody kind of goes their own way and they're all mingling. I'm trying to figure out. So once Twilight's speech is done, Fluttershy and Tails are introduced to Fluttershy, or Tails. I'm sorry. Tails and Amy are introduced to Fluttershy by Princess Celestia and Twilight. The reason why this is important is if you remember, it was agreed that Fluttershy would take in Tails and Amy because she has a really good track record with having house guests. If you remember, she took in Discord once Discord was, or when he was going through his reformation phase. And Fluttershy was a big reason why Discord was able to reform. So knowing that, Princess Celestia agrees with Twilight's assessment that, yes, Fluttershy should take Tails and Amy in. So Tails and Amy meet Fluttershy. Amy's kind of short, kind of like quick, short. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Thanks, Fluttershy. Whereas Tails is like, oh, this is so cool of you. Thank you. And all this other stuff. And you know, Tails likes women. Tails likes his girls. And he always gets shy around females. So he's kind of like, yeah, this is really cool. And he's acting really shy-ish. So after Fluttershy and Tails and Amy all kind of meet one another, Sonic and Rainbow Dash are kind of they're hanging out with Applejack and Knuckles, just kind of dancing and chilling. And then Tails. Well, I'm trying to remember what happens per se. Well, basically, it's just all the couples are dancing and talking, kissing, having a good time, flirting. Really, the big takeaway here is Amy is throughout the gala. Amy's just kind of keeping her peripherals, if not her full attention, on Sonic and Rainbow Dash. Shortly after Twilight gives her speech, she's interrupted by Silver, and he asks Twilight to step outside, and Twilight obliges and takes him outside. It's in this scene where Twilight tells Silver that there's no chance that they will ever be together, mainly because of how Silver treated Spike and how he went behind Spike's back and kissed Spike's girlfriend, Rarity. And Twilight says, I can't get involved with anyone who doesn't have a problem with, making a pass at somebody else's significant other. And Silver tries to give her a kiss, and she doesn't really feel anything here. And she goes back into the castle and goes back to the gala and doesn't really give Silver another thought romantically after that. So it's dead. It's absolutely dead at that point. Twilight is no longer interested at all in Silver. Silver tries to talk her into it, he's like, aren't I the kind of guy you want to be with? Like the well-polished, nice, super polite and debonair Hedgehog? Aren't I the... She goes, yes, you're perfect for Rarity, but you're not perfect for me. Not my sense of what I want for a perfect boyfriend. So that, and then, like I said, they kiss, and Twilight doesn't really feel anything. I think she's attracted to Silver. I just don't think she's just not into him like that. So Twilight storms back off into the castle. At this moment, Rainbow Dash kind of wants to have a one-on-one talk with Sonic about the whole her going back to the Wonderbolts. And they step out into the hallway, and Sonic immediately, right away, tells Rainbow Dash that he supports her. If this is something she feels like she needs to do, then that's important to her, that she should absolutely go and do it. Rainbow Dash, basically, she's worried about how this job is going to interact with their relationship, mainly because Rainbow Dash states, you and I basically have hung out every single day since you got here. Can we really go 5 days in a row without seeing each other when we've hung out every day? The feedback is painful. Sobs, what feedback Are you getting like the buzzing? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I can take care of that. Hold on. It's gonna give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right. Can you hear me now? I don't know if you can hear me, but can you hear me? All right, good. Yeah, this is different. This is different not having it on there. All right. So that's the issue with the soundboard. Like I said, I'm still trying to tweak it a little bit. I want to use it. I definitely do because I think it's hilarious. I think it's the headphones. Yeah, I have to. I unplugged it, so you don't have to worry about it. Actually, I need to turn it off. All right. Can you still hear me? Hopefully. Okay, good. All right. So Rainbow Dash and Sonic go out. They have this conversation. Sonic basically tells Rainbow Dash, look, you got nothing to worry about. Yeah. He's like, if this is something that's important to you, absolutely go for it. Rainbow Dash thanks Sonic and says, okay, well, if you don't have a problem with it, great. Then yeah, absolutely. I'll go ahead and do it. She goes, it is going to be, she goes, I'm going to ask Commander Spitfire if you can like come up and visit me once in a while. The Sonic's like, yeah, as long as it doesn't interfere with your work. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. Um, so that scene continues. After that scene concludes, trying to remember how we go. I'll just say we go into the next important phase, which is Twilight and Rouge having their conversation. So Rouge is kind of just chilling at the bar, drinking some apple cider. She's not really having a good time. She's not really interested in dancing with any of the male ponies there. She's not really intrigued. Thunderlane is there, but her and Thunderlane aren't a thing yet. But she's just kind of sitting there chilling. And Twilight comes up and says, hey, is this seat taken? So we see some more little flirting going on between Twilight and Rouge. And then Twilight says, well, better yet, why don't you come dance with me? She goes, you needed to talk to me, right? So Rouge reluctantly agrees, and she's just kind of taken aback that Twilight is like being super flirty. Ophelia says, Twilight, kiss Rouge, don't be scared. Anyway, so Rouge basically breaks down that Spike is the one who gave Silver the black eye. And Twilight is shocked by this, mainly because Spike hasn't really shown to be a very violent dragon. So she's really shocked that Spike would go to that level when it came to Rarity. But as we know, Spike, it took Spike a very long time to get with Rarity. So Twilight completely understands what's going on there. I don't think really anything else happens in this conversation that's overly important. Basically, that was the gist of it. It's at this point where Tails goes over and has like a talk with Sonic. A little bit. No. Then we go back to Sonic and Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash asks Sonic if he's uncomfortable with Soren being there. And Sonic reassures Rainbow Dash, no, it's not Soren I'm uncomfortable with. It's Amy. He's like, look, I've noticed Amy's been staring daggers through us a couple of times tonight. They share a kiss. This is when Amy has had enough. So Amy, being jealous, decides she's going to go over and confront Sonic and get in between Sonic and Rainbow Dash and make her move. Amy starts the conversation by like, hey, I just can't stand by and watch you two any longer. Did Sonic basically asking Rainbow Dash, I'm Sonic's ex-girlfriend, by the way. And Rainbow Dash she tells Amy, look, I know who you are, dude. You don't have to like give me a history lesson. Sonic told me about you and that you guys were basically over. And Amy tells Rainbow Dash, well, we weren't. I was under the impression we were going to work things out. Sonic didn't break up with me until after we arrived here. So Rainbow Dash is like, you know what? I'm going to leave you two alone. I'm going to be the bigger pony here, the bigger mare, and I'm just going to let you dig your own grave, Amy. Dig your own grave, dude. So Rainbow Dash tells Sonic, I'll let you two talk. I got to go talk business with Soren anyway, so go ahead. So Amy and Sonic start off this really heated conversation where Sonic says, look, I'm not an idiot. I knew you were going to try something stupid tonight. And Amy's like, well, do you blame me, Sonic? I thought we'd be working things out. And here you are gallivanting around with that pony over there. And Sonic has to tell Amy, look, we were over. I made it abundantly clear. He's like, do you really want to try to make something work that doesn't? He's like, we've been trying for the last 7 years and I just can't get that trust back for you. So as Sonic and Amy are continuing this heated conversation, Rainbow Dash goes over to Soren and tells Soren that she is good to go, that she is going to take the job and teach Soren's class at the Wonderbolts Academy, the new class of recruits. Soren is very excited about this. Sonic and Amy finish their conversation, and Sonic goes back over to Rainbow Dash. And Sonic tells Rainbow Dash, yeah, everything's all right. Breaking somebody's heart is never easy. Even when you don't want to be with that person, it's still hard to break their heart. Soren says something like, it wasn't that easy, and then Rainbow Dash retorts at Soren like, well, you made it look easy. And then this is where Soren breaks, because he sees now the kind of damage that his lie did, because now Rainbow Dash has been blaming herself for the downfall of their marriage the entire time. And Soren has to reassure Rainbow Dash that she was like the best wife ever, and that he really didn't have an affair. Like, he staged the kiss. This really pisses Rainbow Dash off and upsets her to the point where she's like, what do you mean staged? Like, what do you mean staged? Like, I saw it with my own eyes, Soren. And Soren tells her, look, I staged that kiss. I paid Tundra to kiss me because I wanted you to see it, not ever knowing that I have pan disease and that you would divorce me. He's like, I never wanted to tell you about this, but I can't let you go on the rest of your life thinking you did something wrong when you didn't. So Rainbow Dash, being really upset, gets into this heated dialogue with Soren. Soren, because he's so ill, cannot handle the brunt of this argument. And he winds up having a seizure and falls out of his wheelchair and falls unconscious to the floor. The episode ends with Rainbow Dash holding Soren, basically crying that he has has had this seizure. And that's basically how the episode ends. We don't know if Soren is still alive, if he's died, or what's going to be his fate right now. Well, we know what his fate's going to be, but like, is he dead right now or whatever? So the episode closes with, you hear Rainbow Dash kind of crying as the screen fades to black. And with that, that concludes the actual review of episode 8. That was a very quick cliff notey version of it. Yeah, mainly because I want to get on Discord here in a minute. Because it's been about a month. Yes, you get your preview. Yes, you're gonna get your preview, Solaria. I don't have any chats to really go through. So anyway, guys, I already gave you guys the run through about the review. Yeah, give me a couple minutes, Solaria. I gotta close up shop here. So I basically told you guys, just to give you guys another reminder. Friday, August 30th, 7 p.m. Episode 99, season 4, episode 3. The official start for season 4 comes out on that day. We're about 33 days or so away. I'm currently working on the reboot episode number 9, and I'm working on episode 100. Episode, as you guys saw, episode 99 is completely voiced. Episode 100, I'm probably 65-70% of the way done with that episode as well. We would just have to voice it. Other than that, guys, I don't have anything else. It's been a while. It's been about 4 months. Yeah, 4 months, March, when we did the Akira Toriyama stream. That was the last time I was live. But, yeah. All right, guys. That's all I got for the stream tonight. If I don't drop a reboot before August 30th, will probably be the next new episode if episode 9 reboot doesn't come out before that. That's all I got, guys. Stay safe out there, and see you guys soon.